Yo, what's good everyone? In this video, I'm going to be going over the beginning of my journey. I feel like this is something I really haven't gone in depth into or kind of like talked about. And I feel like it's a really important part of anyone's journey. Not a lot of people talk about the beginning. A lot of people just talk about the results. But I'm just going to be talking about like how I got into online money or like organic drop shipping and just like my whole journey in general. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So back almost 1.5, 2 years ago, I was broke. I wasn't working a job. I didn't have any money. I just knew that I didn't want to. I saw someone like work at Publix or like a regular store, and I just knew that I didn't want to do that. I never wanted to do that. So coincidentally, I had someone in my class who actually already did well over six figures. Shout out Magma if you're watching this. He already did well over six figures. He was in one of my classes, and we just started talking in a class, talking about online money. I told him how I didn't really want to work a job, and he was just like, "Oh shit, he's a coach for Whole Lot of Profit. He's like, I can help you out." So I started texting him a little bit. We chose my first product together in class, which is pretty sick. It was actually the Date Night Dice product. So I ordered that product right away. I ordered some props, things like that. And after I ordered all of these, I had like $10 in my bank account. So I was already taking a risk of, number one, I didn't really know that this really worked. Like Magma showed me the dashboard and things like that. I saw it, but I didn't really see it for myself that it really worked. So I was really taking a risk. And like, you guys gotta realize that you gotta take risks. Like, you gotta take risks. I took the risk. I didn't know this was gonna work. I thought this was kind of stupid in the beginning. All of my friends, my family thought it was stupid. I was making videos in my room. Like, everyone was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Obviously it worked out. But like I said, I ordered everything and then I started making videos. So I actually started trying out TikTok slideshows, and I actually did go viral with TikTok slideshows. I made $600 in my first ever product, which this is pretty rare. I mean, right now it's getting kind of more common, but like before, like last year, it was a little bit more rare to make money off your first product. So yeah, from time to time, I just think, like, where would I be at right now if I never had that class with Magma, if I never had that conversation with Magma, if you never put my ass on, like, where would I be today? I always like to think of that. But shout out Magma for real, like, this dude actually changed my life. But after I made my first $600, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got lucky going viral with a TikTok slideshow. After making my first $600 with organic dropshipping, I realized that money is literally just numbers on a screen. Money's not real, and it shouldn't take you an hour to make 16 bucks, right? You should have your money working for yourself. After working hard. But after this, I made a decision, like, to myself that I was never gonna work a normal job. I was gonna do whatever it takes to work for myself, because I see that I can make this work. And I only ran one product. I was kind of half-assing it, and I just thought to myself, like, what if I really went all in on this shit? Like, how much money could I really make? So all I needed was this little amount of proof that this like whole thing works. And that was all I needed. That was all the drive that I needed to just keep on going. So after that, I was perfecting my filming skills and things like that for a good 4 to 6 months, not making any money at all. And I feel like this is good that I went through this stage of not making money, just straight grinding for 4 to 6 months. And the reason I say that this is good is because, number one, it helped my work ethic. I have really good work ethic now. And number two, it taught me that entrepreneurship is, it taught me that in entrepreneurship, you're gonna have to work, days on end, weeks on end, maybe even years on end, without even making any money. And it helped me focus on the inputs rather than the money, right? In entrepreneurship, it's really better to focus on what you did for the day, not how much money you made for the day. Because if you guys are entrepreneurs, you guys know that you can work 12 hours in a day and make $0, or you can work 1 hour in a day and make 10K. So it's not like a job where you're getting paid like every single hour guaranteed. It's different. So after 4 to 6 months of straight grinding my ass off every single day, just recording in my room all day, I finally had my first winning product, which was the Taylor Swift piano calendar. I actually did a full-on case study. I broke down everything within the product. If you guys want to check out that video, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. But so like I said, after 4 to 6 months of straight grinding, I finally saw a little bit of like real success. The hard work actually started to pay off. And I got that Prime IG. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically an Instagram account that just keeps on printing views and views and views. And also on YouTube, I hit as well. So I made my first $10,000 with this product. And after I made my first $10,000, something kind of like clicked. Like I realized that this business model isn't really, I can't really treat it like a side hustle anymore. This isn't really a side hustle. This is like a real business. This can really fund my lifestyle. This can fund for a lot of things. So I should start, treating it like it's an actual business, not like a side hustle. So after I made my first 10K, I was already locked in, but I decided to like completely 100% lock in. So this meant that anything that was in the way of my success, or anything that wasn't pushing the needle towards success, or wasn't helping me become successful, or putting money in my bank account, I was just removing it from my life. This included negative people who aren't gonna, help me become successful, negative activities like, I don't know, smoking, video games, things like that aren't gonna really push the needle at all. So things like these, I stopped doing them, I dropped them. I just focused 100% on work, nothing else, 100% on success all day. And this really started to pay off. I was grinding, after making my first 10K, I was straight grinding for like a whole nother year after that. And the results show, the hard work shows. I got, 30K plus months from that, just from that hard work and dedication. And it really shows that you can dead ass do anything you want. If you really want it that bad, you can dead ass do anything you want. And that's not even with money. That's with literally anything. It could be like sports. Like, for example, if you want to be a pro basketball player, if you want it that bad, and if you work every single day like that hard on that shit, you're gonna get it. Like, it just depends on how bad you want it. I wanted to make money so fucking bad that I was willing to, risk fucking everything, like money, friends, things that I love doing. I cut them out just to see success with this shit. And so that's how bad I wanted it. So if you guys really want it that bad, whether it's like not even money, like literally anything, you guys can, it's right there. It's right in front of your face. All you have to do is grab it and work hard for it. But like I said, I completely locked in, and this like completely changed my perspective on life. Like now when I'm doing something that's not really productive, it bothers me. I always need to be doing something productive that's kind of like pushing the needle, like I said before, or I kind of get like bothered. And I'm really grateful for that mindset. Not a lot of people have that mindset. I'm really grateful that I think this way, because I want to be as successful as possible. And I definitely recommend that you guys do the same, not only for money, just like anything, whether it's like the gym, sports, school. I feel like if you really like lock in on something, it can just help you become like just a better person in general, like a more productive person in general, like a more healthy person in general as well. And so fast forward today, a lot of the hard work that I've put in, a lot of the sacrifices that I put in have, paid off. I've made over 6 figures with organic dropshipping. I've somewhat mastered the algorithm of, going viral and selling products online. And I also feel like it's crazy that now that I'm in this position, I'm also able to, change people's lives just by like giving them the guidance that I needed when I was starting out, giving them the help, mindset tips, video tips, anything that I might have needed when I was starting out. And it honestly feels great that in my head, I know that I can literally change someone's life. But with that being said, I do have a paid Discord community where me and my partner Giancarlo, who have both made over 6 figures with organic dropshipping, help people succeed with organic dropshipping for just $20 a month. If I had this opportunity for basically a one-on-one mentorship with people who have seen success for the cost of a fucking Happy Meal, I would take that shit in a heartbeat. But with that being said, for just $20 a month, you guys have one-on-one access to me and Giancarlo. You can send us product sheets, video reviews, and we also have weekly calls and a whole video course explaining everything you need to know to succeed with organic dropshipping. If this seems like something you might be interested in, you can go ahead and click the 3rd link down in the description. And if you're not interested, that's all good. There's no pressure in joining at all. But I just wanted to come out here and explain, the beginning of my journey, the struggles, because I feel like a lot of people talk about the success of, online money, entrepreneurship, but not a lot of people talk about, the months of failure and hard work that it really takes to, see success with organic dropshipping. But I think that's going to be it for the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.